Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Product Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning Wordpress Shortcodes API. In this video session guys, we will see some of the examples that we have studied in our previous example. Now in this video session guys, we will make some of the shortcodes that actually get users according to user role, get post according to post type. Okay, and all these examples guys based on the first video session of this series, okay, where in the first part we studied about the basic concepts of WordPress shortcodes. Okay, so if you want to download the code of our previous video session, just visit this GitHub repository. And also guys, if you are a beginner to this channel, then please don't forget to subscribe and keep watching our previous various types of playlist in Online Web Tutor. Okay, so for the GitHub repository guys, just you visit. This is the GitHub repository where we have uploaded the first, as you can see, about shortcodes type syntaxes example, and this is our first commit. And for the video section, just go to YouTube, and this is the Online Web Tutor channel, and now you will find the first part of this section where we studied all the basic concepts of WordPress shortcodes. Okay, so in this session guys, we will basically we are going to make some of the shortcodes which basically gives us the users according to the user role. Okay, we will make some shortcodes where by the help of that shortcode we will get all the posts according to post type. So just go to editor, and now this is the plugin that we have made in our previous video session called owt shortcode. Okay, so just go underneath and let's define a function called, and as we know guys that if we want to add any shortcode in WordPress, we need to use called add shortcode function. Okay, basically it takes the first, let's say owt users, this is our shortcode name, and the second parameter is the callback function. So let's say wpl owt get users. Okay, so this is callback function, we need to define that. So let's say function, and this is the callback function. Okay, so basically guys, by the help of these shortcodes we are going to retrieve the user roles, not user roles. Basically we are going to retrieve users according to user role. Okay, so if we copy and let's make a statement, simple statement for this. Now let's say this is users shortcode. Okay, so if we copy this shortcode, just make copy of that, go to administrator panel, and this is the administrator panel. Just click on pages section, and let's create a new page called owt shortcode examples, yeah, demo. Okay, so that's it, fine. So now let's say that this is the shortcode. Okay, basically we have made. So if we click on publish, now just open this page into the next tab, and now we can see that this is the statement that we have written. Okay, so next what we have to do, just go to page, and now inside this shortcode we are going to pass some of the parameters called role equal to author. Okay, so on the behalf of this author as a role, we have to retrieve all the users of this specific role. Okay, either if we pass some called editor, this is another role of WordPress. Okay, so according to role, according to user role guys, we need to retrieve all the information, all the users detail from this WordPress website. Okay, so first we need to create some of the users to this user section. So just click on that and leave for now. So now just create, let's say author1, and email something called author1@gmail.com. okay, so all fields left blank, and just get rid of that, say let's say author1. okay, and this is our first name. So password, just get rid of that, all that, and now we have to choose called author. Okay, so now let's say add new user. So successfully guys, we have created our first user. Again clicking on that, and now let's create author2. okay, this is the second author we are going to create, and let's say author2@gmail.com. okay, so let's say first name as author2, just click on, again let's select author as a user role, click on add new user. So successfully we have created two authors. Just click on again, and let's say subscriber1. okay, basically we are going to create a subscriber. So let's say subscriber1001, just make copy of that, and let's say that gmail.com, and let's say subscriber1001, and this is the user role, and click on add new user. Okay, so successfully guys, we have created three users 2 of the author and 1 of the subscriber. So according to the user role, guys, we need to retrieve all the informations from our database. Okay, but we have to do by the help of shortcode. So again, go to pages section, and now just the page that we have made, just open that, and this is the page. So just click on edit, and now we have to pass call role here. Okay, so let's say role, and we need to pass call, let's say author. Okay, so if we copy this shortcode, go to slides, open a new tab, and something here it is. So owt-users is the shortcode name, and this is the parameter which contains a user role. Okay, so on the behalf of this parameter, guys, we need to retrieve all the users detail from our database table. So just back to editor, and now inside this callback function we need to pass the attributes to retrieve the user role. Okay, and now let's say that user role equal to attributes, and it contains a key. It contains a key, something called role. Okay, so if we copy this key, go to editor, and let's paste inside this square bracket. Okay, so basically this variable contains the user role. So on the behalf of this user role, we need to make a query to our database to fetch all the user details according to this role. Okay, so basically, guys, WordPress provides another function to retrieve all the users according to user role. Okay, so what is the function name? So just go to browser, and this is the function name called getUsers. Okay, so basically we need to use getUsers function. It takes some of the parameters, as you can see, in the array format. So we will pass inside this key called role. Basically we need to specify a value inside this key to get all the user details according to this role. Okay, so just make copy of that. First we need to copy this function name. Go to editor, and let's say that get rid of all these, and let's say that all users equal to get users. Okay, this is the WordPress function. This WordPress function takes some of the parameters inside this array. Okay, so all these parameters actually, guys, all are optional. Okay, according to our need we can pass each of the parameter inside this argument. Okay, so now in that condition we need the role. Okay, we need to find or bind the role section. Okay, so just copy this key, go to editor, and let's say that role. So basically this key contains the value of this user role. Okay, so just copy that and paste here. Okay, so basically we have used the getUsers function by the help of this user role. So if we copy that, and let's say that print r. So if we save this file, go to browser, and now right now we have passed the author as a user role. So if we click on update, and now the shortcode has been updated. So if you go to browser's front end section, just refresh that page. So now we can see that these all details are regarding all the past role, that is author. So these all users are basically of author section. So if we copy that, or let's just go to editor, and let's say that echo within this pre tag. Okay, so if we save this, just refresh this page, and now this is the formatted array. Okay, so basically it contains 0 index, first index, and now we have the second index. So basically it contains the 3 users of the author user role. Okay, so if we go to administrator panel, just clicking on a user section. So basically, as you can see that the authors contains 3 authors. So if we click on that, these are the authors. Okay, author 1 and the author 2. So if we go to front end section, and now if we check the username, so inside this user login key, as you can see that author, just scroll down, author 1, again scroll down, and this is author 2. Okay, so basically this array contains all the informations about our user role that we have passed, that is called author. Okay, so let's change called subscriber. Just make comment that, and let's say subscriber. So if we click on update and just go to user section, first of all we have to check, and now we have 4 subscriber. Okay, so if we reload this section, so as you can see that this is our 0 index, first index, second index, and third index. So basically from index 0 to 3 means it contains the 4 rows. Okay, so it gives all the informations regarding our past URL, that is called subscriber. So if we want to retrieve all the informations from this array, so just back to editor, and let's say that all users, let's say for each, all users as, let's say index and user. Okay, so basically we are right here, we are iterating over this index because 0 1 2 3, these are the indexes of users that we got. Okay, now we have to go inside this data object. Okay, because this data object contains all the relevant informations of that user. Okay, so just back to editor, and let's say that user, just go inside this for each, let's say echo, within this h4 tag, let's say h4 tag, and just copy this user variable inside this h4 tag. Let's say that user, inside this user object we have a data object, just make copy of that, and this is the data, and inside this data object we have a property called display name, so just make copy of that and paste it here. Okay, so basically this is the user that we are getting. Okay, so now let's again pass, let's say p tag. Inside this p tag let's get the user email as well. Okay, so if we copy this, or let's say that dot user, we have data object, and now user email. Okay, so successfully we are picking the display name as well as the user email of individual users. Okay, so just go to browser, reload this page, and now as we can see, this is the first subscriber with this email, this is second subscriber, this is second email. So all the relevant informations guys we got according to the user role, that is of subscriber. If we change something called editor, or let's say author again, just update page, reload this page, and now as we can see that these all relevant informations regarding our author user role. So basically guys, successfully we have made a shortcode which basically fetch the user informations according to the user role. Simple codes that we did, we have made a shortcode, and this is the callback function. Basically this shortcode accepts a parameter called role. Okay, this role contains the user role. By getting the user role, we have made a call to this function called getUsers, which picks all the informations of that user which has a user role, something like that. Okay, and now all we have to do, we have to iterate all the records of this variable. Okay, so just back to our slides, and now in the second case we have to make a shortcode which basically gets all the posts according to post type. Okay, so first of all we have to register a custom post type to our WordPress setup. Okay, so for that just go to browser and type register post type. This is the WordPress function guys which basically used to register a custom post type to our WordPress setup. Just scroll down, and we are going to pick an example actually the WordPress provides, and this is the simple syntax to create a custom post type. So just I'm going to copy this, go to editor, and let's paste right here. Okay, so let's change the suffix, let's say that WPL OWT, and this is the function we have to pass inside this init action hook. Okay, and now we are registering called book as a custom type. Okay, so if you go to administrator panel, just refresh that page, and now as we can see that this is the book section that we have registered as a custom post type. Okay, so just click on that, and now let's add some of the books. Okay, so let's add book 1, click on publish, again clicking on add new, let's say book 2, publish, and book 3, publish. Okay, so successfully we have created 3 of the books. So just click on the list, and now let's add some of the information actually we have missed. Okay, so let's say this is book 1. Okay, so just copy this statement, update, go to book list, again for book 2 we have to do the same thing, book 2, update, and finally for the 3 just click on edit and paste for the 3 section. Okay, so successfully we have created some of the posts of this custom post type, and this is of book. Okay, again clicking on this post section, and now inside this post section we have 3 posts created. So next what we have to do, we have to make a shortcode which basically takes or retrieve all the posts from this WordPress setup according to register post type. Okay, so just back to editor, and let's scroll down, and let's say that add shortcode, let's say owt post. Okay, and this makes a callback function called wpl owt get posts. Okay, so just copy this callback function. Next we need to define this function. This is the function, and basically we need to pass a parameter inside this shortcode. So if we copy that, go to administrator panel, just clicking on pages section, let's create another page. Let's say owt post. Inside this text area, let's pass the created shortcode. Okay, so if we click on publish, again if we return a simple statement, let's return I am post. So if we save this file, visit to this permalink, and now this is the statement. Okay, so now what we have to do next, we have to pass call type. Okay, inside this type attribute we need to pass the type of the post that we want to retrieve from the database table. For example, if we want to retrieve all the posts from this post section, then in this condition we need to pass post as the parameter, post as the value. Okay, so if we want to retrieve all the values from this custom post type, registered post type that we have registered, or we want all the informations from this book section, so remember we have registered a key called book. This is the post type name. Okay, so on the behalf of this name we can pass this name inside this value. Okay, so just copy this shortcode, go to slides, and let's say that if we want to retrieve all the posts from this posts tab. Okay, so in this specific condition we need to pass the type equal to post, but if we want all the values from this books type, then we in this condition we need to pass type equal to book. Why book? Because we have registered our custom post type with this name. Okay, so just scroll down, and this is the callback function which accepting a parameter from this shortcode inside this attributes section. And let's copy this variable, and let's say that post type equal to attributes, and it contains a type parameter. Okay, so basically this type parameters gives us that which basically post type it is. Okay, so just get rid of that, and now basically we can make the query to our database according to this post type, and we can retrieve, we can fetch all the details of that post according to this type. But we have a function in WordPress which basically pulls all the posts according to post type, and that function actually basically known as gatepost. This is a WordPress function, guys, which basically takes some of the parameters on the means according to that parameter it retrieves all the relevant informations about that post. Okay, so this is the function. So just make copy of this function gatepost, go to editor, and let's say that get all posts, and this is the function called gatepost. Inside this function we need to pass some of the parameters inside this array. Okay, so here is the key called post type. Basically after getting this post type, it picks all the relevant informations, all the informations about that post. Okay, so just copy this array, go to editor. Inside this array we need to pass a key that is called post type. Okay, inside this post type we need to pass this variable. Okay, because this contains the post type. So if we clicking on get all post, if we print r, let's say print r, and also let's say echo pre-tag. So just save this file, go to browser, and now this is the statement that we have retrieve before. Okay, so just save this again. After updating that, remember we have not passed anything, so let's say book. Okay, so successfully this is of type book, so it gives all the informations regarding the books that we have created, so like something here. Okay, so if we click on update section, just go to front end section, reload this page, and now we have all the options. As you can see, all the relevant informations about the book post type. Okay, these all books we have created with this type, and the type is something called book. Okay, so what will happen if we pass post? This will gives all the informations from this post section. Okay, so just clicking on update, go to browser, reload this page, and now all these informations, as you can see, all these informations like PHP, we have WordPress theme development, and something called WordPress plugin development. These all informations are coming from this post section, as you can see. So let's fetch some of the information that we are getting. So just remove print r. Let's say for each get all post as, let's say, index and post. Okay, within this, let's say echo, within this h4 tag, let's say h4. And now just back to browser. If we see the output, so just go up, and within this wp post object, it contains all the value. Okay, so just back to editor, and now if we want to retrieve the post title, and this is the post title, so just make copy of this key. Let's say that post, and this is an object, so post title we are getting. Okay, successfully. Let's say echo, within this p tag, let's retrieve the content of that post. So let's say that post, and this post contains the post content as the key, so just make copy of that and paste it here. Okay, so if we save this file, again reload this page, so successfully we are getting all the informations called post title, post content, post title, and the post content, and all these posts are of type called post. Okay, so if go to the pages section, again go to that OWT book that we have created, something called OWT post, and now let's pass called book. Okay, so if we update that, reload this page, and now it contains all the informations regarding book. So successfully guys, we have created two shortcodes which basically first get all the users detail according to the user role. Okay, in the second shortcode we have seen that how can we retrieve the user post, or may say WordPress post, according to type. Okay, so we have successfully completed guys the basic concern of this video session, in which we have to cover all these two topics. First of all, we have to retrieve all the user informations according to role, we have completed, and also we have to retrieve all the post sections according to this post type, also we have completed successfully. Okay, so I hope guys I have made much more clear concept about the shortcodes and the shortcode API, and how can we use about the parameterized, tag based, and the simple shortcodes we have seen in great detail. Okay, so if you have any query in this video session guys, then please drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.